Hey, welcome back to the 7th House Art Studio, where today we're going to be doing a painting. And now this is good for any age, well, not toddlers, but young and older people can do this, any age group. You can do this for yourself, you can do this to make gifts, you can do this to on a date night or a little friend gathering, whatever you think you would do it with. Blah. Okay, so start off with, I'll show you the paints that I'm using. I'm using Castle Art Titanium White, Montaro Light Yellow. What is this? I think it's Deco Art Americana Gloss Enamel in Festive Green, and Dalarani Ultramarine Blue, Essentials by Royal Langnickel Bright Purple, and Anita's All-Purpose Acrylic Craft Paint in True Red. I just picked these. You can pick any colors that you want. I picked these colors simply because they were opened. I didn't want to open something else to where it could dry out. So what you do is I have these little Dixie cups, and you put a little bit of paint in it, or if you're doing a big canvas, you want to use bigger cups with more paint, of course. But just to show, I have these two Dalarani, however you say it, 7 by 14 inch canvases, so I don't need much. You just want to add a little bit of water into your paint to where it's drippy. And the paints that come in the tubes, they take a little longer to mix because they're a little bit thicker than the craft paints. And the craft paints are a little bit runny to begin with. But the tube paints, which are actually better acrylic paints, it does take a longer time to mix those. So like I said, I just added a little bit of water to where it's a little runny, but not like water. So that's that. So things you're going to need other than your paints and your canvases is you're going to need a little blowtorch, I guess, for lack of a better word. It's a butane torch. And you're going to need your canvases and your paint and aluminum foil. Alright, so, and wear your old clothes because this might be a little messy. Okay. Hope I have enough room here. Excuse me. So, let's crack open these canvases. I haven't done a painting like this in so long. I just wanted something easy and fun today. If you look back through my older videos, you'll see I have acrylic pour painting videos and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because you don't want to put your canvas on a flat surface when it's still wet, because it's going to stick to that. So I'm going to put in these little push pins to create legs, for lack of a better word right now. So it will keep it off of the surface of your table or paper or whatever. You do want to put something down on your table to protect it. Now I have a crappy old table here. This has everything you can imagine on it. But I have a piece of paper, packing paper on it. But if you're going to be doing this somewhere that you want to protect, please use, I've seen people use like doggy training pads and old towels. But you want something that's going to keep your table hard and flat. So there is that. So let me set this aside. Okay, get some aluminum foil here. Come out of there. Okay, so I want it to be a little bit bigger than the canvas. If you're using a big canvas, of course, you're going to have to use more than one piece. So it is wider. Make it a little longer. Okay, that'll work. Okay. So you're going to want to just scrunch it up. Sometimes, you know, are you one of those people where that noise just really makes your skin crawl? I'm not one of those, but I've known people that would just creep them out. So I'm sorry if you are. So gently, make sure you don't tear it. You want it to be still one piece. And you could probably use any brand of aluminum foil. I think it shrunk. I'm so sorry. You can mute it or fast forward this part. I'm sure it's making somebody out there cringe. Okay. It's still a little bit bigger than the canvas. I don't want to flatten it out too much because we want those crinkles. Okay, so now is where it starts getting to be a little fun. You want to just drizzle your paint. Oh, I hope I have enough paint. Now you want to drizzle it with your like stir stick that you have, popsicle stick. But I think, oh wait a minute, I missed a step. You want to tape this down to the table. So I have some washi tape here. I don't think Scotch tape is going to work. So use something like some masking tape or painter's tape or washi tape. Because you want that to stay on the table when you pull this up. Okay. In the description, I'll try to remember the list of supplies that you'll need. Okay, so what I was saying was, since I just have these little tiny Dixie cups, I'm just going to make my cup a little pour funnel here. And, okay. I hope I made enough paint. That's my fear here, is I didn't make enough paint. Okay, so there's the white. That's all of the white. Yeah. I'm going to have to mix up a little bit more white. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this, because I want to put some on the final layer. Okay. So now we go with the purple. And you just want to drizzle it all over. It doesn't matter. I did not make up enough paint. Okay, we'll just keep going, and if I need to, I'll mix up some more. Which it looks like I'm going to need to. Wow, that really took up. Now I've ran out of the Castle Art white titanium, so I'm going to use some Artist Loft here for the white. And I keep a bottle of water on hand. I probably should have mixed like a half a cup each of these colors. It's easy to easy to not know how much paint you really need. That was the paint, y'all. And it's best just to pour a little bit of water in at a time. And if you feel like you put too much water in, you can always add a little bit more paint. Okay. And I'm really needing this to be like covered. Okay. I apologize for not having enough paint. I honestly thought that was going to be enough. I don't like to waste, so I guess I was a little bit estimating a little bit low on that end. Okay, so let's put some green on here. Yeah, I didn't make enough green either. Now what the blowtorch is to so you might have some air bubbles that you need to pop because you don't want those to dry. You'll leave a little pit. Okay, here we go. I'll probably have to make some more of this. And one of these you're going to want to do in some like jagged lines. Just to mix up the design a little bit. See, this is a better paint, so it needs a little bit more water. It's a little thicker than the craft paint. Oh, I'm getting it all over myself. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and mix up some red real quick. I know that's not going to be enough either. Like I said, you can choose any colors that you want, or as many as you want. I would suggest at least 3. I have 6 here. All right, let's see here. Let's pour this on. Okay, now let's start another layer. That sounds so bad. I don't know about this color combination. That looks a little weird, doesn't it? But you know what? Sometimes the things that you think are going to turn out strange end up being kind of nice. That's too thin. I need to add a little bit more paint to it. And I would suggest that if you're having kids do this, that you would have this paint mixed up first, and enough of it. Unlike me. Alright, let's try some purple. I really want to just really douse this with paint. I'm actually getting a little frustrated with myself here, not having enough. Where's that yellow at? Yeah. So note to yourself that mix up more paint than I did, that's for sure. Now, some people would probably put some pouring medium in this or some Floetrol, but I wanted to make it kind of simple, and I really didn't want to create a lot of cells, so that's why I didn't add those two things. My cups are starting to get a little weak. A little bit more green. This is a very strange color combination, isn't it? Like I said, I just picked things that were opened. I didn't want to open anything new. To get some lines here. I'm going to actually do that there. Okay, let's see if we can add some more of this blue on here. More red. Now these are acrylic paints. This would not work with water paint or oil paint. It might possibly work with, oh, what is that paint called? Oh, what is it? It starts with a T. Tempera? I don't know. Okay, this cup has a hole in it now. Okay. Oh, that's too much water. I'm just going to put this really watery. I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, but I just want to fill in some gaps here. And I do have a trash can nearby. Alright, let's see. Let's try to get some more purple out of this before the cup breaks. This might look good for if you use like metallic colors, like some black and white and copper and gold or silver. That might look pretty too. Okay, I'm just trying to fill in some of these gaps here. Alright, let's see if we can get some more yellow. We're almost finished with putting the paint down, but the process of actually doing it is going to be kind of quick. I mean, not like, don't blink your eyes quick, but it's going to be quicker than this part, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. Where do I see aluminum foil sticking up? And let's see if there's any more white. Oh, yep, I do have a little bit more white. I'm getting this all over myself. Protect your floors too. I have some paper down on the floor. So you definitely want to protect your table, your floors, and wear old clothes. Alright, let's see. Okay. Are you ready? So we're going to, there's our paint salad. So we're going to take our canvas and press it down, face down, and press it. And I got a hair on my hand. press it on the edges. You want that paint to squish. And don't press it so hard that it shoots out. But you want to gently and firmly press that down on there. You can see it's starting to run out through the edges, so that's good. I mean, the edges are covered. You want to make sure your edges are being pressed, and in the middle. Oh, I'm getting nervous how this is going to look, because honestly, this is my first time doing this. I thought it'd be fun and light thing to do, and something for all ages. I'm getting kind of nervous how it's going to look. Did I have enough paint on here? Did I mix it up well enough? Okay, what do you think? Alright guys, cross your fingers. Should I pull it up this way or this way? Maybe this way. This is why you put the tape down. Because this part here, it looks okay. It could be better. Okay, it's not what I pictured popping up. My yellows are all gone. So this is where you have some air bubbles here that you want to pop. And there's a lot of cells popping up. So I was not wanting that to happen. Well, there it is. And unfortunately, I got some blank canvas here. So I'm just going to wipe it off the aluminum foil and cover that. That's a result of making the paint too thin. Well, that is it, basically, in a nutshell. And I have paint all over my hands. Okay, it kind of looks too Christmassy in my opinion. If I were to do this again, I would not mix red and green. I would not put red and green together. Let's see. Unless you were going to add, like, I'm just fixing some bald spots here. Unless you were going to add some, like, other tropical colors, like yellows and oranges. And what I'm doing now is just painting the sides, basically, because you don't want unfinished sides. So I'm just taking the paint that's on the table and making sure the sides are covered and any drips underneath are removed. Alright, well guys, if you try this, let me know how it works out for you. If you have patience enough, I can go wash this off my hands real quick and bring it down a little closer. So hold on. Okay, sorry about that, but I didn't want to touch my camera with that on my hands. So this is what it ended up like. It's kind of like I don't know, what do you think? Is this something that you want to try? I mean, my blue disappeared, my yellow disappeared. It's mostly white and green. And red, red and green. Okay, so try this out with your kids, try this out on date night or a group of friends, and let me know how it turns out for you. Or if you've done this before, how did it turn out for you? I thought it would look a lot better. Maybe I'll try it again. I think I'm disappointed on it having so much of a Christmas feel. Not that I'm against Christmas. I love Christmas, but that's not what I wanted. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for joining me.